LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga is a huge game. Well, it is 2 games in one, and that means 36 levels, each with 10 mini-kits and a red brick to find, as well as a true Jedi bar to fill up. Not to mention that they each have a challenge level, which, in my personal opinion, I'm glad they never brought back, because I could do without being timed. I don't need that stress. Along with all of that are characters you unlock, whether it be from completing a level or buying it from the store. The characters are easily my favorite part of any LEGO game. After you get them all, you actually feel accomplished. Some of these characters are super helpful when completing levels, others are completely useless. And I am going to rank them all from worst to best. All of them. I'll rank them from various reasons, whether it be from how helpful they are when completing levels, how efficient they are when destroying enemies, or I might even rank them from how cool they look. Seeing that there are 128 characters in the game, including the custom characters, this is going to take a while, so there's going to be multiple parts to this list. You may be wondering, why am I doing this? Well, I have nothing else to do. I don't have a life to attend to or anything. This guy right here. He's easily one of my least favorite playable characters in any LEGO game, and that's not an exaggeration. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. All of the characters from here to number 119 don't really do anything or have a purpose. They're just there because they have to be. Gonk Droid is the worst out of them all, because not only does he not do anything, but he's slow. I mean, really slow. He goes like half the speed of Yoda without his lightsaber, and everyone who's played this game knows that Yoda without a lightsaber is slow. Now, I'll give credit where credit's due. The Super Gonk Extra does give the Gonkinator the ability to jump as well as move faster, but the fact that he needs an extra to do that says a lot, in my opinion. By the way, Super Gonk should have been one of those extras you got automatically unlocked in the store. Examples of extras like these are Extra Toggle and Toe Death Star. But no, you actually have to take the time to find the red brick in the negotiations level. That pisses me off so much. Man, dude, Pit Droid. When I bought LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga on Steam, the first thing I thought was, man, I'm so pumped to play everyone's favorite Star Wars character, Pit Droid. You know the one. The droid that got a 2-second cameo in The Phantom Menace, everyone's favorite Star Wars film. Seriously, Pit Droid? I honestly don't know what they were thinking when they made Pit Droid a playable character. I think they only put him in because a bunch of them showed up in a cutscene in the Mos Espa Pod Race level for a few seconds. They better regret putting him in the roster. I'll be honest, before writing the script to this video, I still had no idea what a PK droid was, so I did some research. By the way, thanks Wikipedia for making me realize something. Take a look at PK Droid's Wikipedia page. If the character in question only has one paragraph of information on his wiki page, that shouldn't warrant a spot in the character roster, right? I'm assuming PK Droid is only a character for the same reason Pit Droid is, because he showed up in the negotiations level. The only reason why PK Droid is above Pit Droid is because PK Droid looks less trash, you know? Now that we're done with the droids that don't do anything, now it's time to get to the people that don't do anything, and I'm starting with Chancellor Palpatine. Now, you get him as a playable character in a story level. Think about that. A story level. They had the nerve to make this guy a character you can play in the Chancellor in Peril level. I know it pretty much guarantees it because his name is in the title of the level, but they could have made him a moving NPC like Taun We in the Discovery on Kamino level. I won't complain about the fact that he's in the roster because Palpatine played an important role in the prequel trilogy and the Star Wars franchise as a whole, but still, he was in LEGO Star Wars for a minimal amount of time and the developers didn't make him seem as important as he was in, say, Revenge of the Sith. Like, for example, in Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine pressured Anakin into killing Dooku. In LEGO Star Wars, Anakin just did it like it was nobody's business. But, whatever, Chancellor Palpatine has no abilities and therefore sucks. I have a love-hate relationship with Boss Nass. On one hand, that shake thing he did in Phantom Menace was godly. But on the other hand, I don't really see how this guy didn't get as much, if not more, hate than Jar Jar. In any case, I don't really care for the character that much, and apparently neither did the developers. Like all the characters that were already featured on this list, he has no abilities at all. I have nothing more to say, so on to the next segment. I really have nothing against Taonui, but since she has no ability, she's kind of stuck in this early part of the list. Taonui was a moving NPC in the Discovery on Kamino level, as I mentioned earlier when I was talking about Palpatine. It kind of sucks because characters in Lego Star Wars couldn't fight if they didn't have a weapon, which I'm glad they fixed in later games. I will say this though, when you try to kill her in the outside area of Mos Eisley Cantina, she does not die. Try it for yourself, she's pretty much invincible. She just runs around like panicky. I guess you should have expected the other Kaminoan to come right after the first one, and if you did, good job. I chose Lamasu over Taonui for a few reasons. One, his name is, I like it better. I know it's a dumb reason to prefer one character over the other, but Lamasu and Taonui are basically clones, so I'll take any reason I can get. Another reason that he looks cooler, with that collar of his. I think he's more pimped out than Taonui because he's the Prime Minister of Kamino, but well, whatever. Bib Fortuna. Like Taonui, I have nothing against him nor anything for him. He's just kind of there. I put him above the others listed so far because he's weird, but like the good weird. Look at those red eyes of his. Also, I did not know he was a Twi'lek. I guess if he unraveled the head tails, it would be more noticeable. Before now, I thought he was just a deformed guy, which wouldn't be hard to find in a place such as Jabba's palace. Speaking of Jabba, why isn't he a playable character? I know he shows up in like the bounty hunter missions, but come on.